my buddies, how are you? Okay, January the 2nd, here we go. There's going to be a couple of different things happen. This video is going to be in the free area, and I'm not going to do a pitch fest for premium membership because, as you can imagine, a $7 membership a month is not the end of my world, okay? Whether you do it or not. So, but I do want to say, I want to kind of explain the difference. Where you guys got, and I'm going to recommend you watch Little Black Book, that module, that episode, that podcast, whatever we're going to call it this moment. Um, I want to give you an overview for that, and the overview is the conceptual aha to where I don't think anybody else is telling it to you or sharing this information. And I think it'll make you go, oh, I get it. Oh, yeah. All right. So if you watch that video and you went, oh, that was good. See ya next. Then you have other things to deal with. Like, at what point are you going to actually do the discipline of doing? All right. So let's talk about Little Black Book and the splash page. And I'm hammering that because I want you guys to have a splash page within a week of watching that. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have your own splash page because here's what that is. You got a big bucket and you're throwing all your loose change in it. And your bucket has a bottom or it doesn't. If it doesn't, you are doing nothing. If it has a bottom in it, your change is piling up. If you have an autoresponder, you're building a business, you are either building a business or you are not. Here's the story. And these are the differences of things that will be in free and or premium, as I said. This is kind of a conceptual thing that will typically you'll find in premium because I'll be having more time. Those people have expressed more of a desire to get down in the weeds and get the nuts and bolts. Here we go. Why do I want to have a splash page? Why do I want to put an autoresponder on it? So there's this guy named Tony, right? And so Friday night, Tony goes, I want to go out on a date. So Tony walks out in his front yard and goes, oh, I guess I'll go ask people. So he goes wherever he goes and knocks on doors. Hello, I'm Tony. Would you like to go do something? Hello, hello. Or he goes wherever he goes, or he does whatever he does. And typically Tony hangs out with his buddies that are boneheads like him, and so it's buddies night out, it's not date night. Now, if Tony would do something better, like improve his marketing technique, look, I put marketing and love, dating, same advice all the way around. Improve your product, improve your delivery, and improve your presentation. Find an audience, give them your best, and keep doing that. Boom! All right. So, what should Tony do differently? Perhaps. There's that old saying that every once in a while, even a blind squirrel finds a nut. So every once in a while, Tony gets a date. Squeak, 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 squeak. He's squeaking through. What if Tony did this? What if every time Tony met somebody, he instead increased his presentation? Instead of, hey, you want to do something? What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? You want to do something? I don't know. Wait, where'd she go? Tony said, you know what? I got a buddy that owns a restaurant. First class. I mean, it's really nice. And he's got a chef coming in from New York. And I have a kind of a standing reservation. How would you like to go Friday? You and I go out to dinner. You see how that's a better presentation? Now, if you're thinking about money and I don't have all that, we're going to do excellence in 2018. We're going to get you a restaurant with a chef and a standing reservation. So you have something to offer. So when you walk into the room, i.e. present your stuff on the internet, you got something to say and people are doing this. What is that blue screen? I just did a setting on my computer and supposedly had this to where it lasted 20 minutes. All right. So instead of Tony walking out on the sidewalk and knocking on the doors in the neighborhood or going to the local bar or the store and, going cold every Friday looking for a date, maybe he'll start before Friday, like Wednesday. We call that webinars. You start sending out emails for a couple of weeks. Gonna have it, gonna have it, gonna be big, gonna have it, gonna be big, gonna be big. And then by the time Friday comes, you got a whole bunch of people excited and boom, that's better. So what does Tony do? Maybe he starts Wednesday. Maybe he starts Tuesday. Hey, Sugar, how about Sugar? Isn't that great? Hey, Sugar, how about Friday we go do this rockin' thing? Better, right? Instead of Friday, oh, hello, nobody's answering, hello. All right. Now what if Tony goes, every time I get one of these little honeys that like me, and let me tell you how to know if the honey likes you. She gave you her phone number, Tony, because if she gave you the number to dial a prayer, she doesn't like you. If she gave you her number, she goes, I like how you talk. Tony's in. He's got a chance. Tony is a prospect. So get you a book, whole book, 500 names, 5,000, 5 trillion. And about Wednesday, hey, Shug, hey, burp, 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 all the way down with his best presentation, and then he takes her out and he does his best delivery, and then his follow-up is exquisite. Guess what? Now he didn't have a prospect. He's got a young lady that goes out with him that thinks that he's pretty cool, and when Tony calls, she tells Bob that she's washing her hair, and she's piled up next to Tony heading to the concert. So what do we need to do if we're not dating? And our name's still Tony. And we have a website and we're not making any money. Here's how we change that. We put an autoresponder on the webpage and everything we do. I don't care if you're selling shoes one day and you're selling pet odor candles another day and you're selling tractors another day. You send everybody to an autoresponder. You just divide it up, make a whole bunch of lists. Here's my tractor list, here's my shoes list, here's my pet candle list, whatever. But you get your little black books. And then you can go, oh, I'm going to send an email. When I send out an email, when I was running membership sites on my Webscape platforms, when I send out an email, I'd send out an email to 72,000 people within the first hour. So if I went, oh my gosh, this is awesome, guess what? I had my best day. It was $60,000. Oh. One day. That's a pretty good day, right? So that, my dear friends, is called Little Black Book. And why? And if you just had an aha moment, then you're digging Paul's podcast because we're going to be doing that, and then we're going to be like, and I'll do it some for free people too, but people that are plugged into like premium, then we're going to do live links and workbooks and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not doing a pitch fest. I'm just telling you what is. All right. So I'm going to do another video and it's going to be on organization and it's going to be a nuts and bolts video because I tell all premium and platinum people, get over there to free because I put the basic cool stuff there and it's all free. And then you come back to your other memberships, those of you that are, and here's the tools. Because sometimes if I'm out doing a video, let's say, I'll just make something up, guitar playing. Well, we may talk conceptual guitar playing, and here's the guitar, and here's the strings, and here's the tuning, and here's tuning pegs, and here's the fretboard, and here's the chords. But maybe on a more in-depth membership, we'd go, okay, now here's how to chord this song. Here's how to get calluses on your fingers. Here's how to get your fingers working right. Here's how to do smooth switches, riffs, etc. See the difference? And that's what we got going on. Hope you're digging this, because I'm digging the fire out of this. All right, bye.